If you think that big drug lords only exist in America, then you are very wrong. The Dutchman Jos Leijdekker is currently still the most wanted criminal in all of Europe. He is believed to be mainly involved in the trade of hard drugs through the port of Antwerp. In this video, I will tell you some bizarre facts about this ruthless criminal. But before I do that, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any videos. The police and justice department have put the fugitive underworld figure Jos Leijdekker, also known as Bolle Jos and El Presidente, on the national wanted list. A reward of €75,000 has been offered for the golden tip that leads to his arrest. The 30-year-old Bolle Jos was born in Breda, a city in the Netherlands, and has been sought by the Belgian and Dutch police for some time. They consider him one of the key players in the large-scale trade, import, and export of cocaine in the Netherlands and Belgium. Through PGP messages, he had contact with corrupt port workers, allowing him to transport shipments of cocaine through the port without the police noticing anything. Leijdekker is also suspected of involvement in excessive violence, such as in the disappearance and death of Naima Jillal. She disappeared in October 2019 after getting into a car outside her luxury apartment in Amsterdam. According to intercepted, initially encrypted PGP messages, justice suggests that Leijdekker played a role in and is even responsible for the disappearance of Naima. Naima, also known as the Aunt of the Underworld, collaborated with various Dutch drug dealers in the drugs world. She was considered a top figure in the international cocaine trade and was said to be one of the few women to have made it to the top of the Dutch cocaine trade. Photos of her were found on a phone belonging to Ridouan Taghi, who headed the Moroccan mafia. They are said to be gruesome images showing the naked woman tied to a chair. Photos of her severed finger and toe were also found, but her body has never been found. Floor Bressers is a Dutch criminal also known as the finger clipper. He received this nickname because he often cut off fingers as a form of torture against his rivals in the criminal underworld. Floor Bressers worked closely with Bolle Jos. Although Floor is older than Jos, they are both equally violent, dangerous, and smart. Floor Bressers studied criminology to become a major criminal himself. Floor Bressers reportedly imported tons of cocaine. He was still the most wanted man in Belgium 2 years ago, but he was eventually arrested in Switzerland in 2021. Bolle Jos is also linked to the murder of the 55-year-old Belgian, Stefan Bogaerts. Stefan was the owner of a container company, and it appears he had serious financial problems. The police believe that he entered the drug world to pay off his debts, but unfortunately, this did not work out for him. On September 21, 2017, he was murdered while sitting in his parked car. He was shot 13 times with an automatic weapon and died on the spot. It is true that Bolle Jos is not a saint. The former Dutch Minister of Justice and Security, Ferd Grapperhaus, is heavily guarded due to serious threats from organized crime. According to a tipster, the threat comes from the corner of the fugitive Bolle Jos Leijdekker, but this has never been confirmed. However, it is quite coincidental that his partner, Floor Bressers, is known in Belgium as the mastermind behind the attempted kidnapping of the Belgian Minister of Justice and Security. This Belgian minister is also heavily guarded after they tried to kidnap him from his home in September 2022. Why do you think the Minister of Justice and Security is being threatened? Let us know in the comments. Jos does not have a fixed residence or location in the Netherlands. He has probably been staying abroad for some time. Until recently, it was suspected that he was residing in Turkey. However, the investigation has not yet provided concrete information about his whereabouts. With new evidence, the police hope to obtain more information about Jos Leijdekker whereabouts in order to arrest him. In August and December of last year, Jos's parents and sister traveled to Turkey, where they may have had contact with their wanted son and brother, according to the Public Prosecution Service. Last month, the police conducted a search at the family member's home in Breda, which involved Jos's sister and mother. The two are suspected of money laundering. They are believed to have accepted money and expensive gifts, knowing that they were paid for with criminal money. During the search, valuable watches and other jewelry, expensive handbags, and large amounts of cash were seized, amounting to tens of thousands of euros in cash and other large amounts of foreign currency. Mobile phones, USB sticks, other data carriers, computers, cameras, and photos were also seized and are being examined for information about Leidekker's whereabouts. During the searches, detectives also found 2 counterfeit German passports. Europol has announced a new list in 2022 of the most wanted criminals in Europe. Bolle Jos is one of the 3 Dutch individuals on the list. The 93 criminals on this list are wanted for serious crimes such as murder, human trafficking, drug trafficking, armed robbery, and terrorism. There is little information available about Bolle Jos's background. In fact, there are only 4 photos of him that can be found on the entire internet. But what we do know is that he is very dangerous and not afraid to use violence to get his way. Where would you hide if you were Bolle Jos? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so that you don't miss any videos.